So Delta is back over the waters now into the southernmost Gulf. So it still has about 2 days or so to make its way towards the northern side of the Gulf. And it's moving pretty steadily. There's really nothing that's going to slow down its overall movement. So it's going to continue to make its push towards the Louisiana coast and then keep on trekking across the Mid-South region. So that can reduce the amount of flooding risk and maybe decrease the amount of time that we can have peak effects across the Louisiana coastal areas that were already hammered by earlier season systems. But over the Gulf, the water temperatures are not nearly as warm, maybe a couple degrees difference, but not as warm as they were when Delta was over the Western Caribbean. So that can make a minor difference. Nonetheless, if you have any water temperatures at or above 80, that's sufficient for a system of this caliber to grow and strengthen. It gets quite a bit cooler once you reach the immediate coastal zones. Plus, the upper level winds are set to increase a bit. Right now, the wind shear amounts are pretty limited, and that should support further strengthening as well. Where we see areas of red, that means there's essentially no wind shear, but that zone of moderate shear shrinks a little bit, which simply means that we're going to have more upper wind forces that could maybe cause this to weaken a little bit more before it reaches land. So if there's any shining light in all this, is that maybe it will not be at maximum strength when it touches land in the northern Gulf region, but at least it's staying west of here, and I think our overall impacts will be minimized. Following Delta, there's not much else to really focus on. A few waves of moisture elsewhere in the Atlantic, but nothing that's showing any big potential to develop. So we'll go back into a quieter spell, and it could be a while before we go to Epsilon, which would be the next letter of the Greek alphabet to identify the next named storm. But locally speaking,